Unaendelea kutazama Capuchin TV, kitambulisho Katoliki.
Hello and welcome to Catholic Focus. I'm Maureen Kimani, and joining me today is a sign language interpreter, Charity Ngima. Thank you for choosing Capuchin TV as your source of news and inspiration. Here are the headlines making news today. Students have been urged to uphold discipline, reject unrest, and focus on their education as schools across the country resume learning after the half-term break. The call was made by Bishop Joseph Obanyi Sagwe of the Catholic Diocese of Kakamega during the opening of a priest residence at St. Peter Mumia's Catholic Church, an event attended by Kakamega Governor Dr. Fernandez Barase. The leaders condemned the recent school fires and destruction of property, urging students to embrace discipline, respect school rules, and resolve disputes through dialogue. Take a listen.
There is no amount of justification over what happened. Hatuoni ni sababu gani wanafunzi wanafanya yale wanafanya, wanachoma mabweni. That is wrong. It will remain to be wrong. It is wrong. That's not our nature. It's not our mission. So tujaribu kuweka utulivu. Wanafunzi tusome, kwa sababu wakati mnafanya hivyo mnajaribia maisha ya usoni, mnaharibu tena, mnawaletea shida wazazi wenu. Hata walimu sasa inaonekana hakuna kitu wanafunza. So we should try to refrain. I think we are also, as young people, we are teaching wrong morals. And we are picking wrong things that don't help us. So I actually say what we have witnessed is something shameful, things that should not happen. Only kwa hawa watoto wetu.
Najua shule karibu zinafungua, wanafunzi wetu wamekuwa kwa likizo fupi. Najua mmekuwa pale nyumbani mkichoma mahindi. Tafadhali mkifungua shule msiende kuchoma shule. Sawa sawa. Wanafunzi tumeelewana? Muwe wanafunzi wa nidhamu ya hali ya juu, kwa sababu haswa wanafunzi ambao wamepitia kwa masomo na mafunzo ya Kikatoliki. Sisi kama wazazi tunataka muwe wanafunzi wa nidhamu ya hali ya juu, na mkienda shule mtie fora, mtie bidii, na sio kuchoma shule zetu.
As technology continues to advance, Kenya and countries across Eastern and Southern Africa are stepping up efforts to ensure artificial intelligence drives inclusive growth, secure digital systems, and stronger regional trade.
Kenya and the Common Market of Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, have pledged to develop a harmonized regional artificial intelligence and digital inclusion framework aimed at accelerating digital transformation across the region. The initiative seeks to promote innovation, expand digital access, strengthen cybersecurity, and facilitate seamless cross-border trade among member states.
At COMESA Secretariat, our aim is harmonization. So as these technologies start emerging, for us is to create common policies, common standards, so that member states can develop at the same level, so that no one is left behind in terms of artificial intelligence and other emerging technologies. As you know, artificial intelligence can be used to boost production in many fields, including agriculture, climate change, and industry as well, in terms of automation and making things happen in terms of efficiency and so on, including in education, to enhance education, and also and many other things. So it's a thing which will increase the production, to increase also efficiencies in the industry, and it's cost cutting. It's across all sectors, and it's happening also across all sectors.
The commitment was announced during a stakeholder consultative meeting held in Nairobi under the Inclusive Digitalization in Eastern and Southern Africa IDEA program, an initiative supported by the World Bank. Officials say the proposed framework will help align AI policies across the region, encourage responsible adoption of emerging technologies, and create an enabling environment for businesses, governments, and citizens to benefit from the growing digital economy.
One of the issues we have is that without a proper regulatory framework, then you find that there are people who are taking advantage of others. We have all these issues of cybercrime cropping up. So we need to have harmonized regulatory framework to be able to regulate the operation of AI within the country. And as you know, cyberspace has no borders, and that's why we welcome this initiative, because many of the problems, many of the issues we get are cross-border. So if we have a regional regulatory framework, then it means if I go to Uganda, if I go to Zambia, if I go to those other countries, I'll be able to get the same kind of base. I can be able to get recourse.
The move also underscores the region's commitment to harnessing artificial intelligence as a key driver of economic growth, regional integration, and sustainable development, while ensuring that no one is left behind in the digital revolution.
COMESA envisions a digital inclusive region where citizens, regardless of gender, age, disability status, geographical location, income level, or social background, can have access to affordable, safe, and meaningful digital opportunities that contribute to improved livelihoods, economic participation, and sustainable development. Kenya's experience in digital financial services demonstrate how technology can drive inclusion and expand economic opportunities, offering valuable lessons for regional digital transformation. As we deliberate over the coming years, we encourage participants to reflect on how similar innovations can be scaled up and adapted across the region to advance inclusive digital transformation and reduce digital inequalities.
Reporting for Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, I'm Larry Gonzaga.
Moving on, in a move to hold county leaders accountable, the Machakos County Assembly has tabled a motion seeking the removal of the County Executive Committee member for Finance over alleged abuse of office and delays in approving funds that have disrupted the Assembly's operations. Our reporter Susan Bulemi has more.
A motion to remove Machakos County Finance Executive Committee member Catherine Mutanu has been tabled before the County Assembly by Mbiuni Ward MCA Peter Kilonzo.
Leo tumekuwa na mambo kadha wa kadha katika mbunge letu ya Machakos, mahali ambapo tumeleta mswada wa kumng'atua katika ofisi waziri wetu wa fedha ambaye ni Mheshimiwa Catherine Mutanu Raphael, yule ambaye ameshindwa na kazi. We want to say that whatever we are doing is within the law. There's nobody who has a personal vendetta with anyone. We are only employing that during this time that we are at, we are celebrating the devolution that the county assemblies, not only in Machakos, but the county assemblies across the whole country must be respected. In this sense, that we have alluded the grounds of the impeachment of the one Catherine Mutanu, mali ambapo amefunja sheria.
The motion accuses the finance executive of abuse of office and failing to authorize the release of funds for the Assembly's recurrent expenditure, including salaries and arrears for MCAs, which have reportedly remained unpaid for the past 3 months.
Service to understand that members of the press that today, as we are talking, the Assembly has gone without
financial releases from the executive. That when you talk about the executive, you are talking about the county treasury for the last 3 months, and the releases have been done from treasury. That is not other than impunity. There has been brewing bad blood between the assembly and the county government.
A 5-member select committee has now been appointed to investigate the allegations and will present its findings to the assembly before a decision is made on whether the impeachment process should proceed.
Na bunge letu ya Machakos imeweza kuangalia maneno yote, all the grounds which we have been alleged, and the speaker following the law, she has even ordered, and we have made a select committee that will go and investigate the matters, and then if the committee will bring a report to the assembly.
The latest development comes amid ongoing leadership wrangles and a prolonged standoff between the Machakos County Government and the County Assembly over governance and control. Reporting for Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, I'm Susan Bulemi.
In other news, women's access to land has been identified as essential to improving food security, climate resilience, and sustainable agriculture in Kenya. The remarks were made during a Pelham Kenya Forum in Nakuru, where experts urged a stronger protection of women's land rights, saying limited ownership continues to deny many women access to agriculture financing and investment opportunities. Take a listen.
Talking about land rights for women and why land rights matters for women. We are talking about why agroecology is important and why agroecology and land rights. Because for agroecology, a movement and a practice, we know that agroecology can only happen on land. And so if we have women land rights, if women acquire land, they are able to do their agroecological practices on the land. Because our agroecology depends on the environment, keeping safe the environment and that biodiversity. And so when women are able to access, control, use land and also own the land, they are able to do their agroecological practices on the land. And so we are very keen in Roots Kenya, and that is what we are mentoring our mentees, is that we have a module we call Gender Transformative Agroecology module, where we train the women and also these mentees that we are having about the different soil health issues, the 13 principles of agroecology, so that they can be able to know why land use, why animal health, why recycling, why economic diversification is important on their land.
And the big issue that is making women being vulnerable in the community is the lack of awareness on the issues of succession, the inferiority complex about women, and also the gatekeepers, like how our systems have been made. For example, the chiefs, the ACC, how they work with the people in the community. The succession process is very tiresome, and it takes a lot of time and it needs money. So my community are not financially empowered, and they are not able to get money for that succession. You get someone, a widow, is selling a land, a parcel, small parcel of the land, to get money to support her for the process of success.
And that brings us to the end of Catholic Focus. Thank you for joining us and for making Capuchin TV part of your day. I'm Maureen Kimani, our signed language interpreter has been Charity Ngima, and may God bless you. Goodbye.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.
At the invitation of the Right Reverend Joseph Mairura Okemwa, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kisii, and the parish priest Reverend Father Isaac Maticha Nyamora, Capuchin TV will join the priests, parish council, and the faithful of St. Joseph Amasago Parish for the official opening and consecration of the parish church on Saturday, 4th July this year. The Holy Mass will begin at 10 a.m. and will be presided over by Right Reverend Joseph Mairura Okemwa, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Kisii. Join us for this joyous celebration live on Capuchin TV and across all our social media platforms. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.
Inapendeza.